How about now? Can everybody hear me now? Awesome. Hey, welcome you guys to the webinar. Good to see you guys on here today. Tell me where you are coming from, please. I'm coming to you guys live from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And today's a beautiful day outside. So if you guys are coming in, please tell me where you're coming in from. Kenya, we got Toronto, Canada, we got New Jersey in the house, Florida in the house. All right, all right. Philadelphia, Newark, Philadelphia again, India. All right, welcome, my friends. All right, let's get this webinar started. Just playing my awesome music. Hang on. We'll turn it off so we can focus. All right, you guys. So welcome again to the Zionix Global presentation. If you were invited here by somebody, please give them a shout out in the comment and say hello to the person who brought you here today. You guys, my name is Jenna Zuego, and I will be your session presenter here today. I am also the company's CEO. So let me just briefly introduce myself. I've been in the network marketing industry for the past 20 something years now. I think at least 20 years now. The first 10 years of my life in network marketing was all about my me learning how to be an affiliate, right? And then the last 10 years of my career have been really on the corporate side and building companies and brands that have reached over $980 million in sales. And it's still in existence to this day. So I have the background on the affiliate side. I have the background on the CEO and corporate side. But just 3 years ago, I also decided to get into cryptocurrency myself because I was tired of getting bad results. So I said, let me go ahead and learn this as a skill set. And I became very interested in just cryptocurrency and decentralized digital assets just in general. So I came on board with Zader Capital, which is now rebranding itself to Zionix Global back in April of this year as a company strategic advisor. So I came in just to consult and to help make recommendations on how we can build this into a long-lasting uh, strong foundation, a long-term project. And over the course of the next 60 days, the company and I decided, you know what, it's better if I can just lead from the front and put things in place as I know how to do. And so now I am the CEO as of August 1st of this year. With that being said, I do want to say that I inherited the company as is, and we have much work to do ahead of us. We have a lot of work to do ahead of us. And so there will be amazing enhancements and changes here in the next 90 to 120 days. And with that being said, that leads me right into what I want to talk about, which I feel is the most important thing of all, and that is the vision for the company. So honestly, you guys, about 6, 7 years ago, I remember chatting with my friend and I said, you know what? In the future, I believe AI is going to figure it out. We're going to figure out AI, and AI is going to figure out how to make money. And when that day comes, it's going to free humanity. It's going to free people to be able to go do the things that they love, to focus on their passions, to tap into that fire and that spirit within and not be stuck in a cubicle or a box that we don't belong in. And so for me, it's all about building a self-sustaining financial ecosystem. That is really what it is for me. And to just give you guys kind of a preview on what's to come with the company in general, like I said, we have our work cut out for us. Right now, we're mitigating, registering the company in the United States, but also in Dubai. And we also want to register in possibly Puerto Rico or Cayman. There's a lot of different avenues we're exploring at this time because we've realized something that the technology that we have created here is first to market. It's second to none. And it is not going anywhere anytime soon. Let me just tell you that. I do believe in the future this technology will be accessible to everybody. And to be quite honest, with that being said, with my experience of building a network marketing company, my vision is to scale the company in a sustainable way and to bring in immense amount of resources so that we can create something long term and truly special in not only the network marketing space, but in the cryptocurrency space as well. Because let's be honest, there have been cryptocurrency companies come and go. There have been forex and trading companies come and go. There have been network marketing companies that have come and gone as well. And really at the heart of all that is how strong is the foundation and how excited and how excited the leadership is and understanding of the vision as we move forward together in unison. So you guys, the vision for me and the vision for all of us really is to build something that's going to last, is to build something that's going to bring results to people for a long, long time. That is what I'm most passionate about, is about creating freedom for people, not just on the financial side, of course, but in all aspects of life. So before we get started, you guys, I do want to share just a risk disclaimer, earnings and income disclaimer. This information presented, look at, you have the information. That doesn't mean that you're automatically going to make money from this information that I'm presenting with you here today. So it's always important to do your own due diligence. And we don't guarantee any specific level of success of income. So what you put in is what you get out. I mean, this is a fair playing field here. So we can't guarantee that you will make money here unless, of course, you follow the plan and do the work. Now, of course, cryptocurrency is also carries its own risk as well. It's highly volatile, you guys. Let me tell you, I took some trades on Bitcoin this morning, and Bitcoin is Bitcoining. Let me just tell you right now, it has tanked completely, and I took some buys right at 112. So you guys, there is a risk with cryptocurrency. Now we're going to hold on for dear life on these trades. But I am not here to give you any financial or investment advice. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any decisions relating to your money. And also, what do we like to say? Do your own research. All right. So here we go. Zionix is not just offering a technology. We're changing the paradigm. I really believe that in not just the future, but in our present moment to the future, we are building something so special that anyone, regardless of background, can tap into these powerful tools, our insights, and collectively come together with our strong network to shape not only your financial destiny, but just your destiny in general in the ever expanding world of digital assets. If you guys have seen what's going on, especially in the United States with President Trump, right? He is on a mission to become a crypto capital country. Guys, times are changing, and if you're just now starting to hear about cryptocurrency, you haven't missed the boat. You're here at the right time. You're watching this for a reason. Now is the time to take this seriously, because when it starts to come out in the news, it's almost too late, right? So we are at a perfect time in our history to be at the forefront of what I feel will be the next revolution in not only America, but across the world as well. So a lot of people ask, why are we naming our company Zionix? So let's talk about that just for a minute, okay? So we were Zader Capital. I became CEO, and I said, let's rebrand it. Let's rebuild our foundation from the ground up. Zionix to me is the nexus of sovereignty and innovation. It symbolizes the promised land. If you've watched the movie The Matrix, right? They talk about Zion, a place of sovereignty, truth, and divine alignment, a utopia where individuals are free spiritually, financially, and intellectually. And then, of course, IX, well, that represents intelligence, innovation, and exchange. So Zionix Global is a movement and technology built to return power to the people. It's where digital innovation meets sovereign freedom, financially, spiritually, and communally. We are a decentralized force that's um, unlocking global autonomy fueled by intelligence, equity, and purpose. So welcome, my friends, to Zionix Global. All right. So who we are a pioneering cryptocurrency AI technology platform that has quietly established its reputation over the years. So what I mean by that is this technology did not just come out like yesterday. It didn't just come out this year. It's actually been around for several years. It's been back tested for several years with private funds over the last, 2 to 5 years. And with that being said, this is the first time that this technology is now accessible to the public. And so our platform integrates proprietary AI and machine learning tools with blockchain technology, which is creating an advanced ecosystem for automation, performance, and scalability in digital asset management. So we are making amazing trades from one exchange to the other, and our machine learning tools are basically detecting profitable trades based on algorithms and strategies that are programmed into it. And so besides that, though, we've built a community-driven platform focused on wealth education and skill development where our members are empowered to learn trading as a real-world skill and engage with AI technology through ownership, participation, and shared growth. So guys, it's not just about the tools, although the tools are incredible here. It is a product for sure. But we're also focused on education and community as well. And right now, if we want to talk about vision, we are creating some of the best that I've seen crypto academy right now that I've been a part of some crypto academies, and some of them are all right. Some of them are just right? Some of them are amazing, but I feel like we're building the best. So we have a crypto academy that's coming soon. We also are going to be getting into Forex as well and futures and options, all that fun stuff. So really the sky's the limit as we build out this ecosystem of tools and education. And of course, members can participate in the ecosystem by accessing our technology, and we also have a referral plan. So if you're excited about what you see here today, you can share it with others and get rewarded for your efforts there. And so we're not just another automated trading platform. Really, it's all about the ecosystem, okay? And so, yes, we've got AI technology, but we're also bringing soon the NFT-based ownership where you have an NFT bot, basically, that's exclusive to you. And you'll be able to trade and sell that in our NFT marketplace. Also, we've got transparent operations for sure. I believe that is the biggest reason why I am here, and that is because I refuse to lie to people, and I refuse to live my life or run my businesses out of integrity. And so I really feel blessed to be here with you guys, but I also have a commitment to you guys as well, and that is to keep you informed, in the know, and like I said, well informed on the vision and where we're heading as a company. And then lastly, our Trading Mastery Academy, which is coming soon. And you guys are absolutely going to love it. It's fully comprehensive from beginner to intermediate to advanced. And at each stage, you will unlock new levels of learning within yourself. Okay, so why Zionix? Well, Zionix is built for you if you want a smarter way to build income. Because let me tell you guys, it is amazing to learn trading as a tool, right? As a skill set that you have in your tool belt of knowledge, right? But this is really for you if you're done relying on guesswork or gurus, if you're done, relying on just your own emotions, because let me be honest, that is probably the biggest downfall of why people fail at cryptocurrency is because we get emotional about it. We start to see negative results and we panic sell or we panic close our trades. Or sometimes our emotions go the other way. And when our trades are in profit, we cut them off too soon. So there's no consistent strategy or automation. No matter what your strategy is, you still have the human element, which can't be necessarily programmed. I mean, I guess it could be over time, but it's not necessarily always consistent. With AI doesn't have feelings and it doesn't care about numbers. It just follows the algorithms and executes the trades based on what it's programmed to do. The other thing is trading can be a lonely sport. If you've ever been in the trading space before, it's not always super exciting. I spend a lot of time teaching new people how to trade, and it's so interesting to see how their emotions are at the beginning of their journey towards the end of their journey. At the beginning of the journey, it's like, they're full of doubt, but they're also full of excitement. It almost feels like gambling in the beginning. It's very fun to close out trades in profit. It's also very scary to close them out in the negative, right? But towards the end, of their journey, or towards, I guess, after they've learned over time, they realize they don't have to be emotional about it, and it's literally just kind of like going to work. But trading is a lonely sport, and we bring a community with us, with our tools, and of course our tech edge as well. So let's talk about our technology real quick. So basically, it's a powerful, intelligent cryptocurrency trading engine that's trained to detect high probability opportunities across multiple crypto pairs. So myself as a trader, I only trade Bitcoin. I hold a bunch of different coins and things like that, but I only focus on one pair, and that's because that's the bandwidth I have in my brain. But what we're doing here differently at Zionix is we're trading across multiple crypto pairs, which means we're going to have a diversified portfolio. So if Bitcoin does what Bitcoin is doing right now, it's okay because we took trades on different pairs. So we're leveling it out, right? And so it's designed for ease and efficiency. Our AI tools support data-driven decision making, which helps reduce the impact of emotional trading, which obviously helps get, more consistent performance over time. And then lastly, Of course, we've been fine-tuning this over the last few years over market exposure backed by historical proof of performance and, of course, risk management. So you guys, welcome to the new age of AI-driven wealth. I believe we are all here at the right time and for the right reasons. But what sets us apart? Because of course, there have been companies, like I said, that have been in the crypto space, that have been in the network marketing space, and many of them last for a small amount of time before they don't last anymore. So what are we doing that's different? Well, a couple things we're doing differently. One is asset protection. So our company reserves are held in offline cold wallets. They're also multi-signature wallets, which means that everybody in the company has to sign off on an approval before any transactions can be mitigated, can be changed or moved or any of that. The next thing is we have proactive security measures, 24/7 monitoring. Our security team is vigilantly monitoring platforms around the clock, and we've got an incident response readiness team also, which is basically there to address any issues that come up along the way. And this is really important because cryptocurrency is kind of the wild wild west right now, and hackers are getting more sophisticated all of the time. And so it really, for us, it's about trying to stay ahead of that and do what is the best practices that we can do to protect everybody, of course, in the company and at the corporate level. The next thing, data protection and access security. We've got SSL encryption and two-factor authentication. We also have email OTP codes that get sent out. So when you withdraw your funds, there are many layers of security that you must go through before, to ensure that the funds get to the right place. And then lastly, this is probably the most important, and this is legal and compliance measures. So we are working hand in hand with several different law firms right now to really help us formulate the best path forward as far as what we need to do to be 100% compliant at all times. So because we're registered in in different countries in the US and also investigating going into other countries as well, it's a priority for us to be 100% compliant. And with that, that does mean things may change over time. So I will be completely transparent there. It does mean that. It means that we will always do what's best for the people and also stay in 100% compliance with the countries we operate in. So let's talk about risk management, because sometimes these technologies work until they don't, right? And so what measures do we have in place to protect sharp downturns in the market? Like, for example, Bitcoin right now is doing a sharp downturn. What are we going to do to protect our trades? Well, number one is we initiate a capital lock protocol. So this is a 30-day minimum capital lock to stabilize trading activity. Now that just means after you deposit your funds into your wallet, it means that those funds get stabilized over 30 days. Now you can take your funds out, of course, but there's a fee associated with that. After 30 days, there's not a fee associated with it. The next thing is we have dynamic stop loss systems in place, which protects against sharp downturns by auto exiting trades. So unlike the way that I trade, which is without a stop loss, don't take my advice, you guys. Our systems are not built that way. They do have auto exiting trade features to prevent sharp downturns in the portfolio. And then next, we have lot size adjustments. So this is basically going to automatically scale the trade size relative to the available capital. And smart capital allocation, again, I mentioned this earlier, but we're diversified against multiple crypto pairs. So that definitely helps when building out our portfolio. And then profit skimming. So that basically means we're locking in partial profits during market rallies to reduce downside risk. And lastly, an emergency shutdown protocol is in place, which suspends trading activity when there's a lot of volatility. So I know people that have been with us, they're like, hey, trading seems slower today than yesterday. Well, yeah, because market conditions, if there's not a high probability of a chance to win the trade, then the system won't initiate it to begin with. So here we go. This is probably my favorite feature of everything in the company, and that is that we have transparency on what is happening with these trades, right? So in the back office, we have a live trade feed. We call this our on-chain trade API. So every transaction is on the chain, can be verified. You're given a real transaction code. that you can look up on both the decentralized and centralized exchanges. You can get the hash right there and look it up. So this is very exciting for me because I want to know what this bot is doing. I want to know how the technology is working. I want to know what trades it's taking. And as you can see in this screenshot here, there are buys and sells that are happening all at the same time. Lots of different trades and lots of different currencies. And you'll also notice that many of them are just very small amounts. So it's very, very spread out as far as risk goes. Okay, so here's how you access your license and get access to your membership. So every license tier, every membership tier is going to have all of these features. So number one, of course, you get a 1-year access to the AI trading bots that we've put together. This is completely automated. It's a turnkey system that you can plug into. It doesn't matter if you're a crypto expert or not. There are video tutorials in there to help you get started, as well as obviously the person who invited you here today can help you as well. Number two, the NFT bot ownership and marketplace access. This is in development right now, but it will be available to all licensed tiers once it's launched. Next is our exclusive trading signal access, which is also coming soon. Now we have figured out a way to automate this, so this is super exciting. You guys will be able to receive signals in real time, and we will probably be pushing those through Telegram and eventually into the back office. And then next, we've got our premium trading education and training. So this will be different levels based on the different membership tier that you come in at, but everybody will have access to some form of education and training. And we've got priority customer support for everybody, which, just a note on that, I am rebuilding the customer care team right now. So we are adding more agents as we speak, getting everybody trained up so that we can mitigate customer issues in real time. And then lastly, we have a revenue sharing program. Everybody has access to this as well. And this is basically, like I said, if you're excited about what you see here today and you want to share it with somebody, we will reward you for that referral. Okay, so here's how you get started. So we have membership levels from starter all the way to VIP. At the starter level, it's $149 per year. Eventually in the future, we will have this as monthly and annual options, but right now it is only annual. There is a minimum capital required. So the technology can't trade air, right? It doesn't trade nothing. So you have to put money into it in order for it to trade with, just as you would, putting money into any wallet. So you're going to put your money into the wallet, and then you're going to fund that license so that it can begin trading. The next thing we have is standard. That's $199 for the year and $249 minimal to get that activated. And of course, these percentages change just a little bit at each tier, and we say up to 1%, up to 1.05%, and that's because we don't control market conditions. Sometimes there's great scenarios for the trades to take, and sometimes there is not, right? So the trading activities change throughout the day, and that's just because of market conditions. So we say up to 1%. It could be 0.5, it could be 0.2, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the advanced level, $249 to get started and $2,499 to fund it. The elite level is $299 to get started for the year, and to deposit, to activate that, it's $10,499. At the VIP level, which is really, you're going to get the most bang for your buck, it's $549 for the year and $21,499 to get that activated. So there are some rules, and I do want to just say these are subject to change, but this is what they are right now. All right. So number one, there's an activation delay. So please allow up to 24 hours for deposit verification. We also have to ensure that you've done your KYC, which is know your customer. That means when you create your account, you put in your ID so that we can make sure you are in fact a real person. Number two, the capital lock period is 30 days minimum. Now you can take profits out every single day, but the capital is locked for 30 days. If you do take your capital out, there is a 20% penalty. All right. And just like if you were to go to your bank, for example, and you set up an IRA and they said, okay, come back when you're 59 years old, then you can take it out without a fee. If you came back 2 weeks after you started it, you would be charged a fee because it does take company resources to stabilize trading activity and to expand our servers and so on and so forth. Number three, profit withdrawals are allowed daily. 24/7, and these are processed instantly or within 24 hours. And so what I also want to say is when you are doing withdrawals, just word of advice, do one at a time. So I'm going to show you have two wallets, but just do one at a time. It just makes it a smoother process for you to receive your funds. And then number four, we already covered, which is the 20% penalty. Number five, the new deposit rule. So each new deposit initiates a fresh 30-day lock. So if you come in, you put $200 in and come back 2 weeks from now and do $500, each of those deposits have their own 30-day lock. Now, you can terminate your license whenever you'd like, but if you do a full withdrawal, then it does terminate your license. You can re-enter, of course, but you'd have to purchase another license at that point in time. Now, there is an exception to this rule, and that is if you have, let's say, the starter license at $99 and you funded it twice, once with 200 and once with 500, you can terminate one of those and still keep your license because you still have one deposit left for the trades to keep on going, right? So it's only if you completely withdraw everything, then that gets terminated. All right. So here's our payments that we are supporting right now. Currently, days of operation, our trading days are 24/7. I want to say this is also subject to change, and we may be changing this in the future based on tier level. So right now, it's 24/7. In the future, it could be 24/5 or 24/6, and maybe for VIP Elite, 24/7. Right now, it's 24/7 for everybody. Profit withdrawals, our system allows everybody to withdraw their profits 7 days a week, as long as there's at least $10 in there. And as far as our processors, we did used to have, Bitcoin, XRP, and all those fun ones, but we realized that because of how volatile crypto is, we moved to stable coins. And so we do our payouts in these currencies here, USDC, USDT, and so on and so forth. I did hear this morning that USDC BRC is very quick. So if you want a quicker withdrawal, maybe try that one. So I've heard good things about it. All right. And then, of course, our withdrawal fees. How does the company make money and stay afloat? Well, this is one way. We have 3% withdrawal fees on every withdrawal. All right, you guys, the way forward. So here's how you get started. You now see all the membership levels, but this is what we do to move forward. Number one, you're going to choose the membership tier that makes the most sense for you. Number two, you're going to fund your account so that you can get that license going. And then, of course, you're going to activate your license after you have funded your account. So first, you create your free account. You're going to get back to the person that referred you here today or go to the company website. Number two, complete your KYC verification under profile. In the back office, you're going to add your ID and all of your information. And then you're going to go to well, you're going to decide which membership you want, of course, from starter to VIP. Just a recap on that. And then you're going to fund your account. So this is the pay-in methods that we have now. We do accept Bitcoin and Solana, Ethereum, and all of the stable coins as well. We don't pay out in all of those, but we do pay in some of these. So if you've got Bitcoin, you can choose that, no problem. After that, you go to purchase license to select, and then obviously you're going to choose what makes most sense for you. After that, you're going to go to My License Holdings, and you're going to click Activate Bot. Now, this is actually a picture of my back office, so I was very silly in the beginning. As you see, I have multiple standard licenses, which is unnecessary. You only need to buy the license once. You can fund it as many times as you want, okay? And now let's just review really quickly what it looks like with your wallet. So you're going to see your trading activities are going to happen here in your ZDAF wallet, right? And then your referral wallet is where your referral commissions. So as you start to refer people into our system, you'll be able to see your commissions load in there. All right, real quickly, we're going to run through the compensation plan and then we're going to wrap this thing up real quick. All right, so we have 5 different ways we get paid in this compensation plan. I do also want to say the compensation plan is subject to change based on legal review. However, right now, and probably for the next 90 days to 120 days, this is what we will be doing, and this is what we've got working for us right now. So let's talk about the unilevel commission. It's a core of the team building structure. And level 1, it's at 10%. all the way down to level 14, which is 0.5%. They're instant payments. They get credited right to your referral wallet, and you'll be able to see those instantly upon qualification. You have to make sure you qualify for it in order to see it. Here's the unlocking criteria to make sure you have activated that. So number one is your personal volume, and number two is your group volume. So once these two conditions are met, you unlock level 1. This goes all the way down to level 14. Level 14 is 1400 in personal volume and 1400 in group volume, and that will unlock all 14 levels in that part of the compensation plan. Now, as far as how the volume gets distributed, this is really just so we have a strong company foundation, and that's, we don't hurt ourselves by overpaying. But basically, level 1 gets credit for 100%, all the way down to level 14, which gets 5%. So here's an example. If somebody on level 14 deposits 10,000, their level 1 gets the full credit, their level 2 gets 5,000, and this is based on trading activities, not members' deposits themselves. All right, let's talk about ranks real quickly, you guys, because we work for money, but we'll die for recognition. I've heard that. Is that true? I don't know. Let's see. So here are our rank and rewards qualifications. So to unlock 14 levels, there's 2 qualifiers. To unlock ranks, there's 3 qualifiers. And at the starter level, that's 500 personal volume, 5,000 level 1 volume, and your group volume is going to be 20,000. This is also available in our compensation plan, so feel free to download that and take a look at it as well. That's going to initiate a $500 crypto reward of your choice. It's going to go into your wallet, and you can choose the payout you'd like. At the amateur level, it's 1,200, 10,000 level 1, 50,000 level 2, and that's for $1,200 bonus. Goes all the way to co-founder, which is 150,000 in personal volume. Level 1 is $1 million, and group volume is 30 million, and that initiates a $2 million bonus. We have other bonuses as well. So our leadership override bonus, this is the difference between your leadership percentage and your downlines when your team ranks up. So if you're a leader at 6%, right, your downline is a pro XX at 4%, the differential is 2%, so you get a $200 override. And then lastly, our momentum accelerator bonus. All right, so if you complete 10 direct signups who are funded and activated within 14 days, you get a $150 bonus. You do that again and get 10 more, you get $300 total. Do that again at 30 people, you get $450, and we will match your team members who also do the same thing, and that's $75 per achiever. And so what I want to just end this with you guys is really, we are at the beginning. And honestly, like I tell people this too, I wish that I was here on the first day of the company because if I was, man, it would be a little bit easier. But you know what? God has God's timing, right? So I came in a little bit late to the party, but we are at the very beginning. And why I say that is because right now there is a quiet rumbling that's happening, not just within the company, but within this entire industry. And I have felt it and been through it before with the cannabis space in 2017 and 2018. And I remember exactly how it felt when my company was doubling numbers every single month for an entire year straight. I know exactly what it felt like to have 1,000% growth in 12 months. And why I'm saying that now is because sometimes history repeats itself. And when the signs are there and the synchronicity is there and the leaders are there and the passion and the fire and the excitement is there, you guys, it's a force to be reckoned with. And I can tell you that, yes, you are early. This is going to look like a different company 12 months from now, but you are here first. And with that, there are advantages. Are there growing pains? Absolutely. There are going to be growing pains, but you're here at the beginning. And because of that, you have the best possible positioning and opportunity as well at your hands. So you guys, I just want to say, get back to the person who shared this presentation with you. If you've got questions, ask them. Also, can see you guys back in our Telegram channels as well. If you go to Zionix Global and Telegram, that's where company communications are currently being pushed out. You guys, it's not just a company, it's a movement. And I encourage each and every one of you to get started today and take your financial world really to the next level. Take your life to the next level. And I'll see you guys here again next Friday 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. UK time, 8:30 p.m. India time. And don't come by yourself, all right? Invite somebody else because somebody else is waiting to hear this message. Somebody that you know right now that is looking for the answer, and we may just have it here. So thanks again, guys, for hopping in, and I will see you here back again next Friday. Adios, guys.